Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the last WWE pay-per-view results and review video for 2019. End of the decade, baby. Let's go. Before we dive into this, I do have a little bit of an announcement. So, I've been thinking about this, and it's been a while since I have posted any kind of gameplay on the channel. I'm having a bit of an idea of putting some up in celebration with a little movie coming out next week that's supposed to be the end of another saga. So let me know what you guys think about that. Might even be coming this week. We'll see. We'll see how things go. What's going on, everyone? Your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. It is a results and review time. Talk Apollo Talk. Today's topic, WWE TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2019. How do we feel about this show? My end of the deal, I still look at the positivity of things. If I want to complain about good wrestling, I don't come to WWE, because WWE is not the top tier wrestling promotion anymore. At least not with Raw and SmackDown concerned. It's called NXT and AEW and a few other little things that have bounced in there sometimes too. So this is not a show where I'm going to exactly be ranting or hating on like a lot of other people do. Second, I'm not going to be discussing too much about the whole end of the decade situation, what happened, what's good, what's bad, yada yada yada. You can find some other wonderful people maybe on Cultaholic and What Culture to discuss that to you lovely people. Let's get into the show. Now, we obviously had a kickoff, but what was the plan? Well, the plan is probably per usual these days. Put on a match with an hour left to give us a very little notice. And that match was Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. Oh, I'm so sick of that guy. In a little bit of a rematch from Raw. You'd think 50-50 booking would take place, but no, actually, after a rather entertaining match, Humberto got the win basically clean. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos, you know I do not have a very fond likeness of Humberto Carrillo. I find him very stale, but I'm not going to criticize his wrestling. The guy knows what he's doing in that department. It's his character that I just can't stand. My God, you look at Andrade, Raul Mendoza, Angel Garza, the new Cruiserweight champion, the sexiest man alive. And you look at Humberto Carrillo and you're wondering, how did this get here? And not Garza, Mendoza. Oy vey. But anyway, Humberto won. Andrade looked again like he was teasing to split from Zelina Vega. He blamed her again after the match. Also, a bit of a nasty cut on Andrade around his eye during the match. I don't know what triggered that, but he needed to be checked on a couple of times. Yeah, sorry to hear, because that just isn't fun. I feel sorry for him, but let's move on to the main show. Kicking off with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, we had the champions, The New Day, taking on the Revival. A lot of people, including myself, had complained seriously when the Revival won the #1 contendership match, but they made it a ladder match. And that was good. It was a lot of fun. It was great to see the Revival out of their element. And obviously they did their homework because they countered a lot of Kofi's offense that he is used to delivering in ladder-like matches. There was a shatter machine off of a ladder. Big E got put through a ladder almost twice. And my God, I don't know how his back is doing, but just the pain and suffering that match took. In the end, it was definitely a big tease after a great match. Big E looked like he was out. Kofi Kingston was sandwiched between a ladder in a way. His legs had gone through it while he was climbing up, and it looked like he was stuck, but Big E came in. Big ending off of a ladder. Kofi Kingston able to pull himself out, smash one of the Revival with the titles, and grab them down to win the match. New Day still the tag team champions. Mwah. Beautiful. This is the kind of quality that the New Day always bring to these kind of shows, man. Like, when we get so many repetitive matches, again, the simple solution sometimes is just put a stipulation on it and let them shine. This was one of those occasions. Gorgeous. Moving on to the match of the night singles-wise. It was Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. Okay, I gotta dive in for my love of this because they had time. There were kicks. There were knees. There was pain. There was counters. This match had everything and left you wanting more. These two need to do more. I honestly would love to see this go on for another month and a half. like up until Rumble season. Like, I've heard a best of 7 option could be rumored. Please give us more of those two. Amazing quality. In the end, it took the Black Mass out of nowhere. Basically, it's the new finisher of the RKO's dynasty, the finisher out of nowhere. Aleister Black remains unpinned on the main roster and gets the win over Buddy Murphy. I want more of that, please. Please, oh please. Now let's move into where the show began to decline, because actually it was pretty darn good to this point. Kickoff match was good. First two fantastic qualities. Both of them high top-tiered matches of the night. Then we moved into something that I knew was going to be bad, but I didn't think it would be this bad. We got the Viking Raiders Open Challenge for the Tag Team Championship. I've been hearing team names all week. Like, okay, the Profits were cut short on Raw. How about the Street Profits again? They got a longer time. Usos might be coming back. Undisputed Era could show up. I don't know where that idea came from, but okay, didn't happen though. And AOP. They literally just showed a Rollins AOP package video before this match. So AOP coming, boom. Could have been big. Didn't think it was going to happen, though, because I think we should build to that, in my opinion, not just surprise out of nowhere, even though that can be fun, too. I picked the Club in my prediction video, and who came out? The Club. OC in the Hood, minus Styles. Gallows and Anderson came out with their trophy, a little bit of smack talk, and in the ring they got, and then it escalated into a double countout on pay-per-view. Yeah, that was very anticlimactic. Seems like the Raiders just cannot beat the OC since Saudi Arabia. So it seems like we're setting up a rematch for Raw. Also, there was a stupid KFC table. I'm not even going to go into detail. If you want to find out more about it, just watch it. It's a family of people eating chicken, and they had a table, and the table did not survive the end of the night. So yeah, that's just comedy for you. Very, very lackluster, very boring, but I expected it, so guess what? I'm not going to complain. I knew that they were not going to bring anything big out of this. So, moving on. Again, just got to refer to the sheet. Oh, it's time for this. Oh, I've been waiting to discuss this ever since I turned on my camera. All 7 minutes and 20 seconds ago. Tables, ladders, and chairs time, except not really. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. Oh my gosh, man. I did not have the balls to pick Baron Corbin in the prediction video. But I can without a doubt say, hands down, this is the worst tables, ladders, and chairs match I have ever seen on pay-per-view. This was the ultimate garbage dumpster. But here's the thing. This is somewhat like Jinder Mahal's time as world champion. A lot of people were against it and not enjoying it like I did. But a big reason why King Corbin is really entertaining with his wins, I hang out with somebody who gets so sick of this crap, and I literally enjoy it for the sake of reaction and the sadness I see in his soul. So for this match to go down as a garbage dumpster, all the interference just so we could get an end of days on a chair and Corbin beating Roman Reigns, it was one of the funniest things I have ever seen in my entire life. This storyline is trash, and we all know it's trash, but we all have to accept that if we want good storylines, there's NXT and AEW. This is not by any means top-tier quality. We had Ziggler running out, we had the Revival running out, we had Corbin's posse of pawns, I guess I might as well call them. His security detail, his jesters, whatever you want to call them, but he beat Reigns on pay-per-view. Roman Reigns could win the Royal Rumble next year for all we know, and they're just not trying to lull us in. Oh, I want to go on with this, but I'm going to leave it for now as the worst tables, ladders, and chairs match I've ever seen on pay-per-view, but one of the funniest results I've ever seen. Absolutely hilarious. Moving on. Next up, we had, surprisingly, Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. And I gotta tell you, after everything that those two have tried to build in for the past 2 weeks, it was all worthwhile just to see Bray Wyatt's entrance. Coming out to the Firefly Funhouse music, waving at the crowd, smiling, getting the pops. It was one of the cutest things I've ever seen, and it looked like he was having so much fun doing it. I was so happy to see him doing that. It was legitimately heartwarming to see him have that much fun. As far as the match goes, didn't really tell any story. Miz was putting the work on Bray, but not like attacking a man who messed with your family. He got a skull-crushing finale, but didn't want to go for the pin. In the end, after Bray took so much offense, he finally hit his Sister Abigail on the floor, got Miz back in the ring, second Sister Abigail in the ring, 1, 2, 3. The Fiend wins. It was not for the title, even though the referee botched it, like holding the title in front of Miz, like, oh, you ready? This is on the line? Get out of here with that crap. So Bray Wyatt remains undefeated at TLC. That is 5-0. Baby, let's go. Gonna get to the 20s, please. If he wrestles that long, who knows? And it's great too because he missed the last 2 TLCs. Although for 2017, I feel like he was gonna take the L, but hey, he missed it. Didn't happen, and we got Demon Balor versus AJ instead. As far as tonight goes, this was fine. It was just great to see Bray Wyatt having fun. The match did not mean so much to me. It was afterward that got my attention, and probably the biggest pop I had of the whole night. Because I wasn't sure how far they were going to go with Daniel Bryan's new look. And big spoiler, so let's go into this. The Fiend popped up on the Tron, as if it's not Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt looks at the picture thinking like, oh, yes, I'll do it. And he pulls out his giant hammer. And the announcers were stupid, thinking that they've never seen this hammer before, marking out over about it. Oh, P.O., man. Bray got in the ring, and before he could really hit Miz with the hammer, the lights did their weird dimming thing. It looked like the Fiend was about to appear. And Bray was totally selling it like he's here. And out of nowhere, man in a hoodie ran into the ring. Running knee to Bray Wyatt, took off the hood. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to say it. The American Dragon has returned to wrestling. Daniel Bryan minus the long beard and minus the gorgeous long hair. I'm back in like 2011. I love the American Dragon, but I was also crazy about Daniel Bryan's first look, coming in, getting all the pops, like the real wrestler, man. I just couldn't believe it. I didn't think they were going to go that far. I thought the beard might be gone or the hair, and we might get his 2012 look where it's short hair but long beard. No, it like full on haircut. Amazing. He got in another knee, some attacks before he could hit Bray with the hammer. The lights did their weird dim thing again, and Bray Wyatt was gone. Bryan was mad. He wanted to get some more hits in, but he brought the yes movement back. And honestly, I wasn't too crazy about Bryan missing out for a match here until I saw this. Now I understand why this needed to wait, not just to do this again at TLC. Fantastic. Really looking forward to see where they go. I'm really curious to know if Daniel Bryan might actually win the Universal title. I love Daniel Bryan. I love him even more now. I need him to come back with the Final Countdown theme. Please, for the love of God, one time. It's like Orton using his old theme, Burn in My Light or whatever it's called. I need that one more time. I need Bryan using the Final Countdown one more time. Now we're moving on to probably the most easiest to predict match of the night and one of the most boring. It was Rusev Lashley in a tables match. I'm not even going to go through this in much detail. After their little scuffle, Lana interfered, grabbed Rusev, scratched his eyes or whatever. Lashley tried to spear him through a table, it didn't break, which was hilarious. Then he just belly to bellied him through another table and it broke, and that was it. Literally, easiest match to call. Everyone in the back loves this feud and want it to continue. I couldn't give half a damn about it other than seeing Rusev every week in different shirts. So, that's it. Lashley wins. We'll see what they do for the next 7 years with this feud. Let's move on to the main event. Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. Kabuki Warriors defending against Charlotte Flair and the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. I'm so glad this was the main event. The first part of this match was great. I love the creativity, especially with the tying onto the ladder. But then things started to get sloppy, but I didn't know why until I found out after about Kairi Sane's concussion. I had no idea. I'm sorry, I had no idea. When Charlotte was picking up for the powerbomb and she was like flopping around, I could tell something was wrong, but I just wasn't sure. Yeah, she got concussed, and I really hope she's okay. She's had problems with concussions in the past, so hopeful, speedy recovery. Kyrie, you're great, and your partner definitely delivered for you in replacement. It looked like Becky had this one after Charlotte had been taken out on a table and Asuka had temporarily been taken to the outside. She was climbing the ladder to get the titles, but there was a rope still tied to the ladder. Asuka pulled it and Becky fell, and Asuka climbed up and grabbed those titles. Kabuki Warriors retained, which was a big surprise. And you know what? I could have taken this fine if we had just had a nice celebration for them, but then we cut to some stupid brawl that started with the Street Profits in the back. Roman, Corbin, New Day, Revival, Ziggler, everyone was just brawling the crap out of each other. Reigns spears Corbin into like a pile of people off of I guess one of the stages or whatever. Boring AF, nobody cares. You completely ruined the effort of four amazing women who just stole the show. Stupid, stupid, stupid equals WWE. But that's TLC. In my opinion, it wasn't the worst show in the world, but obviously, the same usual dumb mistakes were made. But guess what? It's done. It's done, and we can all enjoy the rest of December and Christmas and however you want to celebrate the lovely holidays that come your way. I'm rooting for everybody all the way to have a wonderful, safe holiday. Thank you all so much for celebrating with me another year of the channel. Again, keep your eyes out on the channel. I think I might decide to bring back some gameplay. Oh, about time, right? About time. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys loved about TLC. Let me know what you hated about TLC. And let me know how happy you are that it's done. See you later. Keep it real. Happy holidays.